So what's the story behind you becoming an instructor at KOMA Martial Arts?
Well, short and simple, you told me to.
So you started with your kids here.
Yes.
3 kids.
3, yes.
How old were they when they started?
Ethan, when we were at the old studio off 100 off Metcalf, Allie was taking dance nearby, and Ethan was a rascal. And I looked up and on a walk with him, I saw some of the advertisement in there, just focus, discipline, some of the other things that we had. I can't truly recall, but I thought, yes, this is what this kid needs. And I walked in, and Miss Simona sticks out in my mind, and she was so kind, caring, but firm. And looked at Ethan, no, stand still or something. And he did. And I thought, this is magic.
Describe Ethan back then.
Ethan, you could not make that kid do anything. He was, one person told me he was like a whole learner. And so he would just kind of look this stubbornness, and he would just watch. Swimming, for example, and put him in swim lessons. And the kid loves water. Took him there. It was like putting a lobster in water. He would just screech. And he just seemed miserable. So he'd just sit on the side of the pool, watch. His sister learned how to do this, watch everybody else. And this instructor said to me, after 3 weeks, just watch, she'll swim the whole length of the pool. I go, what? What? He's just stubborn. He says, and sure enough, the kid did. And he goes, can we go now? But he's so smart, brilliant. I knew that. But as a parent, I was such a perfect mom before I had kids. I mean, I knew everything. Mm-hmm. and then, no, I knew nothing. And with each child, I still know nothing. They are so unique, just how God created. So I needed help. And that's what happened. That's what started there.
What specifically did you need help with him with?
Focus. I wouldn't say he's not ADD, but he would choose what he wanted to focus on. And he just really didn't give a rip about anything else, And then he would be very reactive sometimes. And I couldn't figure out what is happening with him, And he just, how do I explain it? What the structure that was provided in a loving and caring way of just, no, you're not going to move. Or he would flop on the floor. He was a flopper. He was one of those guys. You remember that? You remember he would go in the bathroom and he'd flop on the floor? He would just lay there. I'm like, Ethan, come on. Oh, gosh.
How old was he when he started?
4.
Yeah.
4. I remember Miss Mona, she'd just come in, or you would just pick him up, set him down. Just sit there. Yeah.
My goodness. And then you have 2 other kids.
Yes, Allie. She's a senior this year, if you can believe it. And Alexander will be 13 next month, if you can believe that.
And Allie started with Alex.
Yes.
And she's how much older than him?
She's 17, so that's 5 years apart.
Oh.
So it's just Ethan for a while. And then when Ethan became white belt, they all started together. I think, but Alex was a super tyke still in there. And then one day, I was sitting there watching them, and you just said, why aren't you doing it? I go, what? I'm like, I don't know, what? That was your question. Why not?
This was at the Metcalf one?
That was
here?
When we got to here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that. You probably remember it very clearly.
Uh-huh.
So then when you heard that, then what was your response?
I was thinking about this today leading up to this interview, trying to remember back then. And at the time I was running a lot. And you said, you say a lot of funny things to me that are motivating because it's just honest. You go, why? Where are you going?
Why are you running?
Yes. You're like, why? and I said, I don't know. And he goes, and you said, well, really, why? You just at the same pace all the time? And then you go, isn't that boring?
Oh wow, that young arrogant guy. But then you decided to do it.
I did. I thought a lot, honestly, what you said, and you got real animated once. And you said, where are you learning to your reaction? And as we go older, we have to keep on our reaction skills, not just to be fit. Like, look, I'm going on the treadmill. Where's your goals? Yeah. You're never too late in life to have goals. And as being an athlete my whole life, I'm like, yeah, why don't I have a goal? My goal was just distance and running, which was great. I completed a half marathon, but then what? And you did this really funny thing. You said, well, imagine someone's chasing you, are you just going to run away like this?
Yeah, I think I remember that. She could have jogged at a kind of a slow, medium pace way forever,
get me?
Infinitely. So that's what pushed me off the edge.
And then funny. Thinking with Allie and talking with her at the time, and I was like, oh, wait a second. Yes, not just the boys need to learn these things, but she needs to learn these life skills, and why not? And so Allie and I kind of dared each other. Okay, with you, I will. Okay, why not?
Oh, so she started with you. I didn't know that. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Well, why didn't you think about it beforehand?
I thought I was too old. I was too done. I've been too injured in life. It was too much. I'm not gonna be good at it. Maybe, I thought, and it's funny that, how many years ago is that now? 10? I don't know. But I feel stronger now than I did before I had kids.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I feel the same too. Yeah.
I feel more balanced, more mental focus, more confident, less afraid to hurry up and jump up and get something, if that makes sense, and not be like, oh, I'm going to throw my back out or my knees or something.
Yeah.
And I really love that you challenged me on that. Because otherwise I'd probably still be more injured, just trying to baby things along, thinking and not thinking that I could get stronger at my outmost stretch length. And by doing that journey, I found just more peace in myself. Wait a minute, I can do hard things. I can still accomplish goals. I can still not just be a mom, but, have my kids look up to me in a way like, wow, hey, my mom can maybe do something, not just cook a meal. I can't bake, so they know that, and that's okay. But maybe she can do hard things, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What injuries were you dealing with?
Oh, I used to be a figure skater. And so I had to hang up the skates because of a lot of what you don't see is all the falling. And we don't have pads like hockey players, And so just over and over and over falling and slamming into things. I was at the level of competitive and like triple jumps and things. And it just tore up my lower back. And so that's one of the conversations that you and I had in common. Just like you're like, I know what that's like.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have surgery, but, I compressed discs, slip discs. Injections, all these things.
What age did that start?
17.
Mine
16,
too.
17.
Mine was exactly at 17. I remember just like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I was downhill.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that one time, and I remember it so clearly. I was locked up. Like my whole back was locked up. And I'm 17.
Yes.
And then got better. But then I just kept young and dumb back then. Just keep pushing it and doing things I shouldn't be doing, like high jumped with that hyper arch basketball, and then doing backflips and all this other stupid stuff. And I'm like, and especially when you have degenerative discs in your family, like I do, both sides, mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
So then you just keep pushing it. But so then you had those injuries, but then how were you able to still participate?
Well, one of my favorite things you say is modify, don't die, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's always a way to modify. And we work both sides of our body. And that's what I was lacking, is because I'd be favoring one side or the other. And then through every kind of exercise I would do, I would hide it in a way. So then I can just do it. But I just kept, re-injuring something else on like my knee. And then, the zigzag effect kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I missed the focused effort. Like with skating, they don't do it anymore, but they had these things called figures. And you had to, with your skate these figure eights, okay, that were, if you stood up, put your hand up here, this much taller than your hand of diameter, okay? And I don't know how many feet that is, but the point is you had to focus so much that in order to level up, you had to trace over your edge line so precisely within 1/8 of an inch where you don't pass. That's a lot of focus, discipline, mind and body connection. And I didn't realize how much I missed that. And that's where things started really coming together with me when I started practicing with you guys and training with you guys. Is that I remember one day we were working on, it was in the very beginning, like inside palm or something, and just coming up and down. And you're just like, no, here. And that precision, I had that from a very young age for a very long time. I missed that. I needed that attention to detail. And that, it was the vehicle that was like really started taking me to the next level of my health, my awareness of my body, making peace with my body from where it was hurt, but then it allowed itself to start to heal, if that makes sense. I stopped getting so angry with myself because I thought I was so limited. And now it's like a huge door opened up of possibility that I thought never would happen.
So with your lower back pain, it started at 17 and kept going?
Oh, yeah.
And then you didn't have surgery like I did?
No. I had lots of injections. They said... I
recommended not do surgery. Like, I'm mad at myself. I should have not done that. I wish I would have just toughed it out, but
like you, it's genetic. You know, my mom had surgery. I forget how old she was. She was young because I remember being very young. And I thought, well, this is just the cards that I was dealt. You know, scoliosis, degenerative disc disease, all these things.
You have scoliosis too?
But it's amazingly been so much more corrected from the balance working both sides of the body.
I've had, even recently, a couple of years ago, I had epidural because I herniated it doing nothing. I'm literally walking around on a Saturday morning in my kitchen. And all of a sudden, I felt like I had a hot rod in my entire leg. And it wouldn't go away. So then I had to get an epidural. And that, thank God, made it go away. But I'll never forget that.
I remember having that done, and you have to lay so flat on the table. And they did it, and they hit something. My legs went whoop, and they came up behind me.
Yeah, it was nerve. And they do it by x-ray too.
Yeah, it's so horrible.
So what was it like once you started doing class? Were you doing it with other kids? Were you doing it with adults?
Back then, we had some... I would come during the day when the staff that was here was training sometimes. And I liked that because I thought, wow, I want to be like them someday. And then I loved training side by side with my kids, with Allie and Ethan. Alex was still too young at the time, but it was just fun. It was a lot of fun. And how we would encourage each other outside of here. And I love the character stripes we would do. Because it gave conversation points outside of just parenting, you know, always talking about and telling our kids what to do. And it brought conversation back to the table in a way.
Did you see any improvement with Ethan or any of your kids?
A lot. And I don't even think they realize the fruit of it yet. But I see it. I see Ethan is so disciplined. All 3 kids are getting straight A's. I kid you not. I'm so proud of them. Ethan's in all advanced classes. AP classes as a sophomore. Hard stuff. I couldn't do half the stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
Allie's at the CAPS program now over in Blue Valley. So she's going through like in the medical field, and she gets to shadow nurses and doctors and kind of explore that for a career and getting straight A's. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so your oldest 2 got black belts?
Almost.
Ethan did. Ethan did.
Yep. It's kind of a sticky conversation, but they got to their recommended black belt.
Ethan too? Really? I could have sworn he got his black belt.
They were 4 months from it.
Yeah. Well.
And I told them, you're always 6 months away.
Yep.
You're always 6 months away.
You can always come back.
That's right. That's right. And that's one of my missions. And I think they will. I was chatting with Ethan over the summer, and he was like, how much? So it's only, he was puzzling it. I'm like, well, why not? Like, seriously, why not? And it's forever. Once you accomplish that, it's forever. Nobody can take that from you. There's no such thing as you used to be a black belt. You used to play soccer, you used to play basketball, you used to play tennis or whatever the sport is. I used to be a figure skater.
Right.
But I think that is really intriguing to me and really valuable because it is forever. And I don't know anything else that is. Do you? I mean,
no. Well, Eagle Scout.
Eagle Scout. That's right. That's
you could be Eagle Scout forever.
That's true.
But like you said, you're not a ice skater forever.
Right. And it's always evolving. What we do here and what we teach here, meaning like it can be lifelong. What's your self-defense at 4 is different at 6 is different than 12. I will say, Allie went on a vacation with her best friend and over spring break last year. And the self-defense things that I taught her through here, because of here, she said they're very valuable. Her awareness, her eagle eye, her, I think, she said, Mom, I didn't think I would use it. I didn't think, because it's been a couple years since she's been here. And she said she did. And she was so grateful that she had those skills. Mm-hmm.
That's great. So then let's visit when you became a black belt. Are you tested for that? Do you remember that?
Are you kidding me? Yes. And
actually, your video, I think if you break the board, is on our YouTube channel.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
cool.
It literally has the most views out of all of them. Or at least one of them.
That's awesome.
Like tens of thousands.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea.
And it's like a 20-second video.
Wow. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Of course, I remember I got injured just from overdoing it. Just from overdoing it. And so then I put me back about 6 months. And
so you had to wait.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
And I got frustrated. And then you said, good. What are you going to do about it?
Come on, I didn't say good. What are you doing?
Yes. Are you going to sit there and pout? What are we going to do?
See, I'm not just... It's funny, Mrs. Gilmore, he's like, you're always trolling me. I'm like, you're not alone.
Yes. But I needed that because it was with care. Okay. But I needed that tough care, that tough kick in the,
Yeah.
Come on, get in there.
We all need that.
We do.
I need that. Just because you can't see yourself from the outside other than with a mirror, but you can only see things from the inside, from your perspective. Yes. You can't see yourself from the outside. And I think it's helpful when you have people who actually genuinely care about your development and growth, who say, get up.
Yes.
Like, what are you doing?
Yes.
Just keep going.
Yes. I think you said the one thing that's getting in your way is that thing between your ears.
That's hilarious. My goodness. Who is this guy?
But that day, that test, I was shaking. I mean, I could not give any more. And I'm almost getting teared up, honestly. But when you tied that belt on me, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I mean, it's that emotional.
Yeah.
And it's the weight of the sweat and the tears. But that belt is heavy. And it's like that snap. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I got so excited. And it was during COVID times kind of ish, right? So nobody could come.
Yes. That's why remember that? That's why the video is just you and holders and
yes, nobody come. My parents couldn't come. So I FaceTimed them. I'm like, my dad's like, wait, what? What's happening? So are you okay? He's like, oh, I'll never forget that. I'm like, yes, I did it. I got my black belt. And he's like, well, congratulations, LJ. And my mom's like cheering in the background. It was lovely.
How old were you?
Let's see, what year was that? Was that in 2018? I have to look.
No, COVID's 2020.
So that was 2020. So that was
5 years ago.
5 years ago. So, I just turned 41.
Yeah. The only reason why I ask is we always hear I'm too old. Like you just said.
Yes.
No, you're not.
Yes.
You're not too old.
Correct.
You're never too old to earn your black belt or even anything substantial. You just have to, it's all mindset, really.
Yes.
It's all mindset. And you have to get over the fear of what other people think, in my opinion.
Yes.
And I think what is your opinion on that? Why do you think a lot of adults don't take that step on doing class and joining their children?
I agree with that. I think it is, well, what are people going to think? And because that's what our culture around here is based on, is like keeping up with the Joneses.
Especially around here.
Yes. And, what does your urn look like on your porch? Oh, did you know what I'm saying? Like that down to the thing of the minus,
Which is mind-blowing to me.
Right?
Who cares? Who cares? Like, who cares what car you drive, house, all that? I see it all the time. And especially even with kids and trying to buy your kid the next greatest thing so they don't feel quote unquote left out. But let's be honest, you're doing it because you want to feel like you are at that level as the other people. But we don't have to get into that. But I mean, I have such respect for that because, again, that's not normal and you're going against the grain. I love any person, anything that is going against the grain, right? And you did it. So, and you also had injury too.
Yes.
And you could have said, you know what, I'm not doing it. And I've seen that too. I've seen actually a lot of adults or even students that will get up to there, and especially for adults, because this is really more about what we're talking about, is when they just don't finish, which is sad.
It is. It is.
Well, I mean, for kids, the parents are really they're going to make the decision, right? That's a different conversation. I'm talking about if it's you and you have the agency to choose, and you did it. So that was great.
Thank you. And I love seeing our parent program grow here and having so much fun, just getting sweaty and modifying. It is just like, if you need an idea, I've got 50, and they could be 50, not good ideas that are going to work for you, but it might lead you to that one. You can get this job done. And at the end of the day, I don't know of anybody that said, oh, I just wish I wouldn't have stuck it out.
Right. You know how many times I've heard, I wish I got my black belt? Because I'll ask, what belt did you get to? Oh, red or blue or brown. I wish I went at least got black belt. I hear that. I've heard that hundreds of times from parents. But then at the same time, I see all the time parents not hold their child accountable to finishing at least a black belt.
Yes.
All the time. It's like, you got to see past now. You'll be fine. The crying will stop. Yes,
it will. I mean,
the whining will stop.
You guys met me in the parking lot multiple times when Ethan was really young.
Oh my goodness, I just remember that. Yeah.
You literally picked him up out of the car and was like, let's go to class.
Yeah.
Let's go. And like I said, just that tough love, that caring concern, because you see where the potential is. And it's like you're pulling that out. And even as adults, it's like, I see you're hurting, inflammation, all these things. Drink more water. Let's inspire you to get healthy, because if you're healthier, you're going to be happier. You're going to be happier around your kids. And the things that I've learned the KOMA way, I think have helped me become a better mom. I feel like I'm more patient. A good workout tires your body out. Punching a paddle gets some frustration out. Parenting's hard, especially when they're younger. It's a whole different thing when they get older. When they're younger, everything is either happy, woohoo, or it's like an emergency 911. It's like this volatility, and there's no music, you know what I mean, to kind of level it out so you get centered with your own body and mind. And I think that's a huge fruit of it that parents in general are missing out on. I mean, there's working out with your friends and your girlfriends and go playing pickleball or whatever. But how are you really growing in your mind? And in your body?
I mean, that's the truth of it. I think the biggest misconception is this is martial arts, and that's it. That's the biggest misconception. At least the person who is kind of, I guess, leading this place, I don't like martial arts is like an afterthought for me.
Yes.
it's not even, I don't even, like, that's not the priority. It's the person and developing them and helping them instill habits that I know they need if they want to find that higher level of success. I mean, it's leveling up really in life.
Yes.
And getting control of your life.
Yes, 100%.
Right? And not letting your life control you.
100%. My parents would both say, especially my dad said, he goes, Lindsey, we raised you, but Master Ko and KOMA finished the job.
Really?
Yes.
He says that.
100%.
Wow. We've raised an adult after adulthood.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, because as you know, I've got ADD. We all know that.
Yeah. Are you actually diagnosed?
Yes.
Like officially diagnosed?
Yes, from a doctor later in life. And I think I've told you the story, but we were down at my parents. They have a beautiful property down in Arkansas. And we took the side-by-side out on the land, and Dad and I are driving around. He stops, and we're looking at this Beaver Creek and this dam, I don't know, that they built and stuff. And he goes, LJ, it could be anything. I don't know what he's going to say. It could be anything, right? He goes, yeah, I think I've got the ADD. I'm like, Dad, you can't catch it.
The ADD?
Yes. I think I got a case of that ADD. I got the ADD. I was like, you can't catch it, Dad. He's like, no, I think I was really hard on you because we didn't talk about things like that back then. I said, well, you didn't have the Google,
What did that look like for you as a child?
I was the best, and I still am, the best accidental mess maker. Like if I don't do the things and take my steps, then it's like, when I first started working here, I'd leave a trail. I'd have a trail of stuff from the car to the thing. Mrs. Brock would be like, Miss Freeman, you left your car door open. I mean, like, what's like bad? It's like, one of my jokes are like, I got my pants.
I think you left your shoes here.
Yeah, it was winter.
I'm like, how do you leave your shoes here?
Winter. It was cold. So, my dad I call it now a superpower because it's not a lack of attention. Sometimes you see so many things at once. It's putting the things in order and steps. And so for my dad, he's so brilliant. He turned his into accounting. Mm-hmm. And so that was a bunch of order and steps and processes and things. And so when I would come in and disrupt that was bad. Like you're really in the think zone, you're going, and then all of a sudden you've got, some chaos over here, right? Mm-hmm. And I would not mean to. I would just be like, what's this? What's that? Blah, 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 blah. And so we butted heads a lot with that. But as we grew older, my mom was such a great caregiver too. She would just try so hard to keep me organized and put together. But I'd just go on to the next thing. Like, I'm just grateful they kept me alive. I call them at least once a week and I say, I'm sorry and thank you. I'm sorry for something I remember. And they're like, oh gosh. And, thank you. Because I was annoying. I still kind of am, let's be honest. But as a child.
You're annoying as a child to your parents.
Yeah. I mean.
Was school hard for you?
Very hard. So much sitting and so much talking. I remember getting kicked out of this class, my teacher, because I was like doing something with my leg. And he was like, stop moving. I'm like, what? I am stop moving. And I would just do stuff. I wouldn't even know it, Yeah. And I remember him kicking me out in the hallway. Well, then I would just wander, because he didn't say where in the hallway. So I'd just be wandering around the hallway.
What did it feel like inside your head, your mind?
The world, that's a great question. Sometimes the world was seriously slow. And I could just calculate things very fast. Now, funny enough, on the flip side, if I'm not honed into what someone's saying, they could be talking to me and it just sounds like a bunch of sounds. Like I can't process the words. It's like, wah, 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 wah. And then I just hear like the tone, like, wah, 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 wah. It's like, what?
Yes. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like that with you too.
Oh, yes. Just random things. It's like I don't know how you describe it, amusement park up there. Yes. It's like constant, yeah. And I have to, what's helped me is writing everything down.
Yes.
That I have to live by my calendar. if I don't live by my calendar, I can get so lost in what I'm doing. I don't even know what time it is, and I'll forget about appointments. So, and I also believe that you should not try to hold on to everything in your head because that holding is taking up resources in your mind.
Yes.
And you could be using those for something else,
yes.
right? Such as your task at hand. So that's why I write everything down, live by the calendar, but then revisit the calendar all the time.
Yes.
I have to look at it over and over and over and over and over again. But I'll have 15 ideas constantly in my mind, and it's exhausting at times.
Yes.
Random thing is I wake up every morning with some random song in my head, like from the 90s.
Yes.
Like, and I'll start whistling it. And my wife's like, "When did you hear that?"
25 years ago.
Yes. I'm like, where did this come from?
But then you like, yeah, it's and you've helped me with that. And I still have so much work to do. And I appreciate your grace so much because you've helped me. You know, you can get me there, but it's kind of like the goading. You're like, no, over here. No, over here. Stay on track.
We all gotta defeat the distractions.
But I think with that, it's helped me see others where they struggle.
Right.
And I feel like I don't know their precise struggle, but I can have an idea of what that is like and help them try and get better in different little things, or their kids especially.
The funniest thing is you're in good company because I swear, I think most of our instructors and staff have ADD.
I do too. I just think you're brilliant, sir. Look at all the extra people you hired.
Exactly.
I think we're mostly Geminis too, or something.
Right. Yeah. A lot of
two for the price of one.
Right. A lot of commonalities there. Did you get good grades in school?
I'll be honest.
I did. I don't even know how I did that. It's weird because it's like I can hyper focus.
Yes. See, that's right.
But then on certain subjects, it's horrible.
Like math.
Like English.
Oh, yes. No. Oh, gosh. I had to take...
And even history.
Oh. Unless I wrote it down chronologically, then I could memorize the sequencing. But English, I'll be honest, this is quite embarrassing, but it's okay. It's just truth. When I went to Johnson County Community College, I had to take Comp 1 3 times. My younger brother actually lapped me, and he had to help me pass.
Was the writing?
It was...
Or the reading?
The reading is not bad. My mom, she would read tons of books, and she taught me this interesting way how to read, but so I could get the point of it. But the whole diagramming sentences, I think I have a form of some kind of dyslexia or something like that.
Okay.
Where I'd go and they'd flip things, it's not like the true see the letters backwards, but it's skipping lines and backwards. And so doing all that stuff, it was just torture. Then when computers, because that's how old I am, we started having to take tests on computers. So there's something with taking the test on the computer and then having to write it down. And I don't know what that's called, but something does transfer. And I don't know if it has to do with the LED light or something interesting. But I would, if you asked me the question, I could give an answer. But then when I go to write it down, I'd pick a wrong light item or something. My mom helped me figure that out.
Yeah, I was a horrible test taker. Because it's like, I don't know, overanalyzation or whatever.
Yes.
Trying to choose the perfect
yes.
answer. And then time would run out and all that stuff.
Yes.
And, yeah. But I mean, I do believe that people who have quote unquote ADD or even tendencies, there's always a positive to it. And again, I really have to emphasize this. It's the hyper focusing.
Yes.
If I get interested in something, I can go so deep and I can sit and work on something for hours.
Yes.
But the key is I have to be interested.
Yes.
If I'm not interested, then it's like torture.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's like, I wish you could just upload it so I could know it and move on. Yeah. But I have to. So sometimes, and you've talked about this before, is you have to gamify it to make it interesting. Like, I don't like laundry. No, it's boring. It's repetitive. I have to, I don't like wearing stinky clothes.
Right.
So then I have to gamify it, like set a timer. How many socks can I fold in? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, ready to go. So yeah, ADD can definitely become a superpower. I think any learning disorder it's not really a disorder. It can become a superpower based on how you see the world, and it's such a gift.
How did you get into teaching?
Let me guess. You want to guess? You told me to do it.
Did you even think about doing that?
No.
At all?
No. I was like, I don't know anything about this. You guys all doing this since you were 2 or 3 or 4, since you were babies, little baby Taekwondo people, you know? I didn't know any of this. Oh, that's Alex. Sorry about that. And so I was like, oh gosh. But then you're like, no, you should just do it. Just do it.
This is when?
This was, well, it was when I was a recommended black belt.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's been 5 years.
Yes.
Do you remember when you first started teaching?
You were with me on the mats. I was a mess.
The super tight class.
Yes.
I remember this.
Oh my gosh. I think I cried. I know I cried afterwards. 100%.
Why'd you cry?
It was so overwhelming. And I
think I have it on video.
We should pull it up. I don't think that's the time. No, I don't know.
I have to say, I'll be very candid with you. When you first started, this was not natural for you.
Mm.
And you used the typical mom approach.
Yes.
Which is, I mean, what is it?
Oh, come here. All that. You know, this high pitch.
Minnie Mouse voice.
Oh, yes. Let's have some fun.
Babying them. And
yes.
And then we had to, talk about and learn that's not the most effective way. And you got to talk to them like humans.
Yes.
Like people.
Like, oh, yeah,
have conversations.
That's a great idea.
You're right.
Don't tell, ask. Should you be doing that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is such great stuff. That's what I mean. It's helped me. I wish I had that when my kids were younger, these tools.
Yeah, think about, because now you're a completely different instructor.
Thank you.
Think about if you had these skills when they were younger, like you're using now. And I always say it completely transfers over to your house, like parenting your kids, the skills we use to teach our students here.
Yes, 100%. Do you know how many conversations we had on the phone? No, we did not. But I would say, what did Master Ko think about this? But it's that accountability circle that I think is lacking in so many homes, is we worry about what other people are thinking. Mm-hmm. We don't have the skill set because we haven't gone through training like this. And it's quite simple, but it's so valuable. It completes the circle. But then, the accountability circle, like you probably had a favorite aunt or an uncle, right? And they would tell you to do something. You're like, okay,
right.
And you do it. But then if mom or dad did, you're like, oh,
right.
It's not happening. Yes, because it's just nagging. But let's also be honest, how much you've taught me and how much I've learned here just about voice. I was so annoying.
How?
Just wrong pitch and tone and squeaky, and I couldn't get my voice low and project it. And
how long will that take you for to kind of get a good grasp on that?
A lot of hard work. Wouldn't you say a good year? I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Year and a half.
Yep.
And I'd say maybe the past 2 years have been, just lately, I feel like I'm still learning. I'm still working on it every day. And so it just takes time and willingness to try.
When you first started, obviously it was very overwhelming, and you even cried about it, which is normal. But then you got back on the horse.
Yeah.
And then kept doing it, right? Why do you think you kept going?
Because with every failure, I found success. I felt it. I saw it. I saw it in my own person. I saw it in my kids. I saw it in those around me. And so I kept digging in, and all the information we learn, all the ways and the hows of the KOMA way, it is overwhelming at first. Like you said, it's like drinking from a fire hose. Mm-hmm. But you positively encourage us, and you just admit it. This is hard. This is hard, but it's going to be okay. And I'm so grateful for that, because to get on the other side of it, my life has completely transformed. Than where I feel I would be in my own skin and my own self, my own brain, than had I not taken that hard leave to try.
First as a student, then as an instructor.
Yeah. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that's our leadership program. Yeah, I mean, isn't that funny? It's like that wasn't really the intention, But naturally, it's become one of the most valuable parts of our leadership program. And that's my vision for it.
Yes.
And again, it's not just about the martial arts.
Right.
It's not even just about learning how to teach class.
No.
First, it's about leading yourself.
Yes.
Right? Your day-to-day self, and then getting a hold of your life. And then you can start leading others. It's not just about teaching martial arts, but whether it be in the workplace,
yes,
or you talk to some rude cashier, how do you diffuse that? How can you communicate in a way that it's a win-win?
Yes.
And then you walk away and that person's happy, you're happy.
Yes.
These are the things that are most important because this is what we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
We come in here for 45 minutes or whatever, do a class, great. And you can do a perfect sidekick. Awesome. Fine. Mm-hmm. Okay. But then what about the rest of the 23 hours and 15 minutes?
Yes.
Right?
100%.
So I think that's the biggest value. And that actually is so fulfilling to me to hear that it's impacted you like that, because that's the fuel for me to keep doing this. I mean, it'll be 20 years of owning this studio or studios in January, and just the martial arts by itself is not enough.
No, and that's just like I say, that's a vehicle.
Yeah,
that's just the vehicle with wheels on it, but that's not the engine. That's not the fruit of what comes out of it, and it's digging in there and helping people find the best versions of themselves, and I see it. I mean, it's incredible what we have been able to help families and not just individuals, but whole families have been transformed when they're one kiddo that's just struggling, and for whatever the reason is, whatever it is. But my goodness, they can stand still. Do you know how valuable that is?
Yeah. In line at Walmart or Target or something? Yes.
And then in life, in the DMV later in life, you have to wait forever.
Yeah.
Right? And to be okay, not being okay.
Yep.
That's just a life skill that I think has been forgotten, that I think we're bringing back is not to be afraid of the word of discipline. I mean, so many people have been, that's scary. Well, no, it's not. It's just doing what you have to do, even though you don't want to do it anyways. Yeah. Right? And so helping people fall in love with that word is so valuable.
Amen. I love discipline.
Right?
Even though I hate it too.
Yes.
I hate it and love it. It's a love-hate relationship.
And feedback. Oh, that word.
I'm glad you brought that up. You struggled with, I remember this.
Yes.
When I first started giving you feedback, it was like you were getting run over by a truck.
Yes. I would get, yes. And I remember just sitting there and crying, and you're like, oh, I'm just saying what you're doing. And I'm like, ah! You know what I mean? I would just break down, and you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? And I'm like, and it was, looking back, that was when I was really growing. Mm-hmm. And so it was painful and it did hurt because I wanted to do it right, but I just wasn't doing it right.
Yeah.
And I had to be okay doing it wrong, and then be like, man, I'm really good at doing stuff wrong, because then what happens? You get to the other side of it. That's the success.
You actually have to train yourself first to be able to openly receive feedback in full before you can even do anything else.
Yes.
Before you can grow, before you can improve, you actually have to train yourself to do that first.
Yes, that's 100% it. And I hit the wrong button. Sorry, I apologize. I was trying to turn that off.
We're used to it, ADD.
So it was my son, Alex.
So I have to ask, what do you like most about teaching?
Oh, that's a pretty big list. I would say I love the challenge. I love getting the best out. And then I love it when that day happens, when you see like the light bulbs come on and the parents are like, whoa, wait, what? And like you said, it's not because they're doing some vertical sidekick. They're not, doing some crazy jump spinning, turning, you know what I mean? It's they're having the most fun by being still.
Right.
And focusing and listening. And even these little people receiving feedback that they're doing something good. Because let's face it, some of these kiddos that are struggling with all these different disciplinary things, sitting still, listening, focusing, more times throughout the day, they're told they're doing something bad and wrong. But I love what we do here is we flip the script. We focus on what are they doing great, the most tiniest thing. And watching that child grow from that, stand up a little taller. Hey, I made a fist. Is it perfect? No. But we're actively doing that. You just see their spine literally grow. You see their confidence grow. And then what happens? They want to listen more. They're intrinsically motivated to do the simple things, put their shoes in a cubby, right? I mean,
yeah, the simplest things.
Stop spinning in circles, right? And so they start to shine. And that, I can't get that from anywhere else. And like you told me once, when you connect with a student, it's like you can almost see their soul because they become transformed. And that's true.
Why should more moms become students?
What? It's fun. What? It's fun. One of our moms, she, on Fridays, I was teaching KOMA Fit, and she called it Freeman Fun Fridays. And then I asked her, I go, was it fun because it's easy? She's like, no, I hurt until Monday, but I have a good time doing it.
That's the fun part.
That's the fun part, right? And just connecting. Why do we always have to connect over doing mom stuff like baking or shopping or something like that? Like, just let her rip. Just punch something, punch a shield, kick something. We can be beautifully strong as women. And the dads, they're learning they don't have to use brute strength to be strong either. They don't have to, right? To be strong and confident too, because they feel like they don't got it anymore. And some of these guys, these dads, they've been in the military before. I'm like, you can do hard things. Or they've been, star athletes. Yeah. But they feel like they've just lost that ability and that edge. I had one dad, he couldn't touch his toes. And he's having so much knee pain and lower back pain. And I'm like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know much. But Master Ko told me to do this. And it was like a split squat stretch. Yeah. A little bit every
Wait, he said I told him to do that?
Well, I said, you told me to do it.
So
I'm just passing it on. And I said, just try that a little bit every day and see what happens. 2 months later, he can touch his toes. He's in less pain. Yeah. He's having fun. Him and his wife are having fun going on walks again.
That's awesome. How's because your back pain's better today?
Oh my gosh, yes. It's night and day. Yeah. Now I'll have flare-ups.
It's manageable.
Yes. Yeah, of course, I'll have flare-ups, or my knee. But then I have to go, okay, did I do the things? Did I really do the things? Did I really get up and do all my stretches and things like that? No.
Yeah, full range of motion, strength training.
Yes. But I am definitely stronger and full range of motion than I was in my 20s.
No. You can still kick high. Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
So what would you tell a mom or even a dad that are hesitant to start? And you're like, I don't know if I should try this. What would you tell them?
That's completely normal. Completely normal. And I'm right there with you. There's some days even I'm like, I don't know if I want to go to training. I mean, I'm just hurting. But I never walk away going, I wish I would have done that. Like going to a Chiefs game, they lose. Like, I wish I would have spent that money. Yeah. But it's investing in yourself. And you're training for your future self. You're training for your 10 years, 15 years from now. And if you look back, what would you tell yourself? Chicken, why didn't you do it?
Yeah.
Right?
Especially if you're just sitting in the lobby.
Yes. Like you get a workout, your kids get a workout. Yeah. Do you know how much better dinner tastes after a workout together?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Especially dessert.
Yes. You got to earn it. Earn that ice cream. You don't feel as bad when you're soaked in sweat, right?
Earn it.
And you're like, yeah, this ice cream, I'm going to eat the whole scoop.
Yes. Yes, because you earned it. That's right.
And we do get a good sweat. I mean, as adults, as we get older, sometimes it feels like we'll never be able to achieve that. But what we do is we're working our whole body, our whole mind. The KOMA Fit class last week, we just did almost poomsae the whole time. Just stances, really not even kicks. And they were soaked. Well, why is that? Because you have to focus your whole mind. You can't let any part of your body not be engaged. Mm-hmm. And they were worn out as if we ran 5 miles, lifted a bunch of weights, did all these extra things. They felt all these muscles in their body. They're like, what is this over here? Why does it hurt? but in a good, healthy way is what I'm saying. And I want that for every adult. I want that for every adult, no matter their age and stage.
You and I both. I mean, we're both.
It's like prove us wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And we're both in our 40s, so it's not like we're talking,
Yeah, we're no spring chickens.
We haven't been through. If I don't move, if I don't do all my split squats, deep squats, all that stuff, my back will be completely unmanageable.
Yes.
I've been there many times.
Yes.
Because I didn't understand how to manage it, and now I do. And that's what we've incorporated actually into classes.
Yes.
Is kind of the full range of motion movement. So you've actually become one of the most popular instructors that we've ever had.
Gosh.
If you think about going from that one day of literally the class just was like a circus.
Yes.
And you had no confidence in teaching.
No. I was like,
fast forward today, I'm guessing now it feels like almost like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to really focus too hard on it like you did in the beginning.
It is, but there's still challenges, of course.
Yeah.
We're still working on, every week.
But it feels natural.
It does.
More natural, at least.
It definitely does. Yeah. The skills, not just Taekwondo skills, but my personal skills, like eagle eye awareness. I can see over here from, keeping track of all these things instead of myopic focus. Well, why is that important? It's very important. Go out in public. You got to know what people are doing around you.
My goodness.
So it's up my awareness skill, like I said, my agility just from hurry up and let's say you drop the remote, right? You hurry up and go get it. I'm not scared that I'm going to turn my back up, my knees up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If I have to brace myself in the winter because I slipped on something, I work on,
I did. I remember that. I put that video to you guys. But the point of it was, I didn't get hurt.
That's right. The break fall. And I was, but I was.
That was the ice.
Yes. Yeah. But talking to our adult students, it was like, we need to practice how to fall because it's not when, it's when you're going to do it. It's not if,
it's when.
Yes.
You're going to fall.
You're going to bite the dust.
It's either you're going to get back up or you broke your hip and that's
it.
Yeah.
Or, something even more horrific. So these.
Hitting your head or.
Yes. I agree.
Well, I am very grateful. We are very grateful to have you part of the team. It's been a pleasure to watch over the years. And most importantly, I'm very grateful for your commitment for all these years.
Thank you, sir.
Still around, which is something I never forget and I'm always grateful for.
I think this is definitely the most enjoyable, rewarding, difficult, fun group of people I've ever been around and surrounded myself with. And just being like-minded towards a common goal. Let's just get better. Let's get better faster. Let's grow and stop putting ceilings on our own heads, Stop being stagnant, live, challenge yourself, fail, we are all the greatest failures in here, right? Because we're so willing to fail together, we succeed together and we rejoice in that together. And I think any adult, just stop being a chicken.
She said it.
Get in here.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, sir.